AI is transforming the higher education and the workplace, changing how fast we can learn and share information. Well, Marc Booker, Vice President for Strategy of the University of Phoenix, is sharing ways that students and teachers and professionals can safely leverage AI tools effectively. Good morning, Marc. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you, Brad?
I am, I'll be honest, I'm really good because you're here with me to explain a little more about AI and how it's shaping higher education and the workplace, because everybody's a little nervous about it right now.
Yeah, a lot of people are nervous about it, but I'm not sure that the nervousness is fully warranted. I think for us, as we look at AI, it's really showing us that there are new and innovative ways to incorporate AI into the workplace and also learning assignments. And at University of Phoenix, we're kind of looking at AI like any other new tool that has entered the arena of learning that can allow students to consume data and information quickly, whether it was the printing press, the internet, the calculator, all had some skepticism when they entered the arena. And ultimately, we incorporated in what we do for the better. And this is great because a survey that we conducted with the Harris Poll found that nearly 3 in 5 adults agree that workplace training departments or higher ed institutions should incorporate AI. So we see this validating a philosophy that AI can be a good thing and not something to fear.
Yeah, and you said something very important, and that was the survey that you guys did. And that was very important to find out more what actually the public and students were looking for out of this, right?
And one of the real interesting was that the majority of adults, including Gen Z, weren't familiar that there's multiple type of AI models. And only 49% actually understood the type of model that ChatGPT is run on, which is a large language learning model. And this lack of awareness in AI and what that does is really interesting in the fact that as our survey doubled down on this item, we found that more than half of Americans say they either never purposely or are not sure if they have engaged with AI when we use it every day on our smartphones, whether it's a map that's giving us driving directions. It's all there for us every day. And so this lack of awareness, I think, creates some uncertainty around the accuracy of AI tools and some of that kind of fear or hesitation you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Why are people kind of uncertainty about, of course, the accuracy of AI?
Yeah, I think one of the first big things is there's kind of this Wizard of Oz type concern on who's the person behind the curtain who's created this thing, why did they do it, what does it do, how much can it take from giving information, sharing information, how much power does it have? So I think there's a part of that. But at the end of the day, when you really understand AI and the awareness around the tools, what they can and can't do and how to incorporate it into the work, it can help take kind of that edge off of the concern that people have and actually promote responsible and effective implementation of AI in the workplace when you know more about it.
I like that. Okay, let's talk about some tips about, of course, using AI safely and of course, effectively in the workplaces.
Yeah, so the first thing is, as AI is a big change, is you want to increase your awareness. Understand what the tools are. They have different tasks. A large language model is very different than a machine learning model. And if you're incorporating into your workplace activities or a school assignments, you want to know what's the best item for that. And second, if you're using AI, share how you used it, share the results, cite the applications, because that will really help people understand the best way to incorporate it into our daily lives. Because we really need to think of AI as a co-pilot that can make our work easier rather than the pilot that's going to fly the plane all on its own. Because AI right now is not perfect, and we need to still monitor and correct the output of AI tools, but it will help us change the way we work so that we can focus on more qualitative and value-add activities as learners and workers.
Hey, Marc, do you suggest people kind of like take a step back and read before they really jump into AI? Because I think that's getting people overwhelmed with so much technology, so much knowledge, so many different stories. And I think you said it perfect, like, know what you're going to use the AI for. Just don't think because your kids are using it for school that you're going to use it in your workplace. Am I right?
Yeah, Brad, I think the rise of the machines is probably overstated at this point. It's at a place where it can make us be more effective and help us, really focus on qualitative human thinking activities instead of kind of static items. And so understand what it is and what it can do. It can be powerful just like anything else. But when you understand what it can do, that promotes that responsible use, and that breather and taking a step back of understanding will help us actually have the right conversations on where to go next with this.
I like that. Marc, where can we find more information about what we've been talking about?
Yeah, Brad, for more information about the survey and this topic, you can go to phoenix.edu/media.
There you go. Hey, Marc, thanks for joining us this morning.